approximately 10:38 this morning, the Douglas County Emergency Communications Center received phone calls from the college reporting an active shooter in one of the classrooms at the college.
A shooter killed 10 people and wounded 7 others at the Umpqua Community College in Roseburg, Oregon, on Thursday morning. The shooter, a 26-year-old male, was killed in a shootout with police. He was identified as Chris Harper Mercer. "I will not name the shooter. I will not give him the credit he probably sought," said Sheriff John Hanlon. None of the identities of the victims have been released by authorities and are not expected to be released for another 24 to 48 hours. The law enforcement investigation into the shooter and his motivation is ongoing, Hanlon said at a press conference. The sheriff said 2 police officers acted in a heroic manner, though he did not specify their actions. Multiple ambulances were on the scene and brought at least 11 victims to hospitals. The nearby Mercy Medical Center received 10 patients. At least 1 victim was flown to a different medical center for further treatment. The shooting happened in a classroom, according to Ray Sufala, the Douglas County Fire Marshal. The Douglas County Sheriff's Office received the 911 call at 10:38 a.m. local time. Police units from multiple jurisdictions have responded. Students and faculty members are being used to the Douglas County Fairgrounds and can be picked up there, the office said in a statement. "We're just a facility that is large enough that they can get away from the campus and have an area to bring the students and faculty to safety and have it where they can reach their family," says Brenda Maybury, Event Development Coordinator at the Fairgrounds, who has worked there for 17 years. She says law enforcement has previously used the site for evacuation and reunification. "We are part of a system here for any disaster. I want to know my child is okay. I want to know where my kid is. We don't even know if she's alive," Jessica Chandler, mother of UC student Rebecca Carnes, tells Newsweek as she waits for more information. Carnes began classes at the community college on Wednesday and has not been in touch with her mother since the shooting.
What's he like? Are you shocked by this?
Yeah, I don't know how to react to it.
What kind of a person was he? Was he violent? Did he talk about shooting or hurting people?
No, he was nice and he cared for everyone. To my mom, yeah, she was devastated.
Chandler and her relatives have called Carnes between 50 and 100 times, she says. She hopes her daughter was transported to a medical center in Eugene and has provided the hospital with a description of Carnes. ATF agents from the Eugene and Portland offices, along with canines and a special agent in charge from Seattle.
Kept to himself, nothing really said. Like I've said before to many others, he wore combat boots, camo pants, just very militaristic outfit.
Well, typically I would say good afternoon. Obviously today here in Southern Oregon is not a good afternoon. It's been a terrible day.
Facts are still emerging. We know now there were casualties and confirmed injuries. Our top priority now is the medical treatment for victims and the security of the campus. We have confirmation that the shooter is deceased. He is a 20-year-old male. Our thoughts and prayers are with the victims and their families. We are holding the community of Douglas County.
Washington are responding to the scene. ATF's Public Information Officer Brian Bennett tells Newsweek. The FBI is also involved in the investigation. "We were advised that the suspect is in custody and it was not needed for us to lock down our facilities. We're waiting for updates from law enforcement," an employee with the Roseburg School District tells Newsweek. Schools are not under lockdown. Courtney Moore, a student at the college, told Noto Day the shooter asked people in the classroom their religion before he shot them. "Mom, there's people dead, I don't know where to go," Chan Williamson, a student at the college, texted her mother Macy during the incident. "I heard shots. We thought people were messing around banging on the door. People jumped up to see what that was," the student said, according to her mother, who spoke with Newsweek. Macy Williamson said she felt helpless, absolutely helpless, while waiting for her daughter to be evacuated. Sarah Cobb, 17, was in her 4th day of classes at the college, in writing 121, when she heard what sounded like a textbook slamming on a desk. She looked out the window and saw people running, then heard 2 more loud bangs. Then, screaming. "I knew immediately something is wrong," she told Newsweek. "I was terrified. I didn't know what to do." She turned to her teacher and said, "We need to leave." Cobb sprinted across campus to the student center nearby. She remained on lockdown for what felt like a lifetime, she said. About 45 minutes later, she and other students were bused to the fairgrounds, where she was interviewed by officials and where she helped parents try to find their missing loved ones. Counselors have been brought in to comfort students, staff and their relatives. A vigil will be held Thursday evening at 8 p.m. in Stewart Park. Umpqua Community College is a 2-year school with roughly 3,300 full-time students and 16,000 part-time students. It was established in 1964. Roseburg is located in the Umpqua River Valley, about an hour south of Eugene, Oregon. In December 2014, law enforcement arrested a man following a shooting near Rosemary Anderson High School in Portland, Oregon. There were 134 mass shootings between January 2009 and July 2015, according to an analysis compiled by Everytown for Gun Safety, a group created by former New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg to seek passage of laws at all levels to reduce gun violence. Oregon law does not require permit to purchase, registration of firearms, or licensing of owners. Oregon received a D+ for its gun laws on most recent state scorecard by the Law Center to Prevent Gun Violence.